writing a strong hook. Well, we all know that a hook is the beginning of your writing. And for us, that means the first few lines in our introduction. So how do I write a strong hook? A strong hook is important for any writing. The purpose of the hook is to catch the reader's attention in the first lines of your writing and make him or her want to read to the end. Here are a few ideas for writing a great hook. Now, these are not the only ideas, but these are some that we're going to look at today because they're common ways to write a strong hook. But I'm going to tell you at the end, anything that you can think of that makes it interesting. Our minds have creative ideas. You can go with it. It doesn't have to be one of these. But these are some common ones. So you could begin with a quote or a common saying. You could use strong descriptive words. You could begin with a question or use humor. You could tell a little story. We call that an anecdote. Or you could reveal something unusual about your topic. So let's take a look at what this might look like. Here's a paragraph about Chester Middle School. Chesterfield Middle School offers many after-school activities. Each day, students can choose many things to do. On Monday, you can work on the school newspaper, yearbook, learn to cook, or join the walk and chat club. On Tuesday, archery, theater sports, and the arts and crafts club meet. Wednesday is very active with dance club, electronic games, and a book club. On Thursday, you can learn to play bridge and chess or participate in the anime or art club. On Friday, you can play soccer or be part of the community service club. There are lots of fun things to do after school at Chesterfield. Okay, pretty basic paragraph about after school at this middle school. But our first paragraph, doesn't do much for me. It's kind of dull. So let's think about how we could make it interesting. So one way is to use a quote or a common saying. And how you do this is you're going to rewrite the first one or two sentences and change it to catch the reader's attention. So I crossed out those two sentences, which was just kind of boring. And we're going to see if we can think of a common saying that we might use. So how about this? So much to do, so little time. These famous words say it all about the Chesterfield Middle School after-school program, which offers students many different activities to choose from. And then we go into the rest of the paragraph. All right, so that common saying, so much to do, so little time, makes it kind of a little more interesting. All right, so there's one way. Another way to write a strong lead is to use humor. And again, you're going to rewrite the first sentence or two to catch the reader's attention. So cross those out. Now, when I say humor, I'm not looking for people to laugh out loud or fall out of their chair. I'm looking for something simple to make them smile, to make them want to keep going. So we could write something like this. Sometimes it looks like a zoo or a circus after school at Chesterfield Middle School. In every room, students seem like they're just doing whatever they want. Actually, they are, because there are so many different clubs and activities at Chesterfield that every kid can find something that they want to do. And then it goes back to the day-by-day explanation of after school. So, kind of puts a little smile on your face. Another option is to begin with a sentence, a question. Cross out those first two sentences and let's try this. Have you ever wanted to learn how to play chess or cook or act? Every day after school, Chesterfield Middle School offers so many things to do and learn. Another option would be to use descriptive words. Remember earlier in the year when we did show, don't tell, and we kind of tried to paint that picture for the reader? That's what it means by using descriptive words. So again, let's take out those two kind of boring sentences at the beginning and try this. If spending the afternoon with colored pencils, pastels, and a sketchbook is your thing, or maybe silently watching your opponent plot to capture your queen, you will find the perfect activity after school at Chesterfield Middle School. In fact, if you've just about any hobby or pastime, or if you're just looking for one, after school is a great place to be. So that really gives a picture of what you might do at some of these clubs, hoping to catch your reader and having them keep reading. And then there's using a little story, an anecdote. And that might look like this. The last Wednesday afternoon of every month, performers from the Chesterfield Middle School Dance Club put on a show for students and parents. Other Thursdays are for planning and practicing for the presentation. This is only one of so many amazing after-school activities that happen every day at Chesterfield. So by telling a little story, I just mean you kind of put your reader right into it. So your reader is there seeing what happens in one of the clubs. And that kind of makes them want to know what else is going on. So these are just a few ways to write a strong hook. And as I said, they're not the only ways. We talked about descriptive words, beginning with a question, beginning with a quote or common saying, using some humor or a story. You could also reveal something unusual. I didn't show you that one, but finding an odd little fact that might make your reader curious. All right, so that's how you write a hook. What I'd like you to do is go back to the doc where this link was, and you're going to try writing some hooks of your own with a paragraph about snakes. Okay, thanks very much.